Hello, I'm Adam Barralet and welcome to this Crystal Connections video. We're exploring the crystal Bustamite. This beautiful pinky orangey crystal that's primary function is kind of hinted to with its name. Now, it was named after the revolutionary three-time president of Mexico, Anastasio Bustamante, but I like to think of Bustamite metaphysically as the blockage buster. It's really great for unblocking and bursting away any blockages that we have over the heart, any that stop us from accepting other people, especially those that are different from us. It's really good at shattering and busting away any attitudes or belief systems that are holding us back, as well as fear. And it can also be placed on various places around the body wherever there are blockages, causing us to have physical problems there as well. On top of that, once we get rid of all these blockages that are busted away, it's really good for allowing us to connect with the earth and realize the sacredness of this planet and of life. And so in this video, let's explore all the blockages that you can bust out of the water using this crystal, and then how we can settle down and enjoy the sacredness of life. Bustamite allows you to understand and accept people for who they truly are. It really helps you to realize that other people's bad moods are not because of you, it's because something's happening in their life, and to then give them acceptance and love, and not to take on any of their kind of aggressive or nasty behavior and, have this temptation to fight back. If you're finding that you're getting a bit upset by how someone else is treating you, then grab your Bustamite and remember that this is their issue, not theirs, and to not get drawn into it. And Bustamite will give you that strength to accept that they're just on their own journey and you don't have to allow it to upset your journey. Bustamite is really good to work with or to grid around the space, especially to help parents to accept their children, especially if their children have, maybe gay or have a different sexual preference, follow a different religious belief to their parents, or doing anything outside of the normal box. It again allows us to open up our heart, break down those blockages that stop us from really connecting. Bustamite is beautiful to have around your home or healing spaces or anything to make people feel more welcome, to be more inclusive. So anywhere where you want to bring different people together to work in a nice, harmonious and balanced way, whether it be a workplace, a home space or a healing place, then Bustamite is a great crystal to place around, and putting 4 bits in the 4 sides of the space can really help to create that magical space which is balanced and harmonious. Sometimes it just seems like life keeps putting up barriers stopping us from getting what we want. But sometimes this is a signal from the universe that we're not actually following our heart's desire. Maybe the reason you can't get a job as a gardener is because you truly want to be a musician but don't believe you can make enough money. Maybe the reason a relationship isn't working is because really this person isn't the true person you should be with. Bustamite allows you to help connect with your true heart's desire. By wearing it over your chest or holding it to your heart, start to ask yourself, what is my true heart's desire? And it will really help to bring you back into alignment with that. And as this happens, you'll find the barriers kind of fade away and your path will open. Maybe not a path that you initially expected or were trying to force yourself down. As you work with Bustamite and build that relationship with it, it'll start to strip away emotional issues that hold you back, any fears that hold you back, or belief systems that are kind of revolve around stress and strain. In this case, Bustamite can actually have a really positive effect on our actual physical heart as well, and can help with things like a regular and irregular heartbeat. It helps to bring joy back into life as we start to follow our true heart's desire. A really nice way to work with your Bustamite is to start each day holding it in your hands, hold it against your heart and say, joy, 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 I invite joy into my life. Joy, 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 I invite joy into my life. Over and over again, putting a big goofy grin on your face, allowing that joy and that energy to come in, and then looking for signs from the universe to guide you towards your heart's desire. Now, if you're not clear what your heart's desire is, a really nice activity to do is sit down with your Bustamite and just contemplate, what do you not want? And that can sometimes indicate if we're clear on what we don't want, and often life presents us what we don't want, so we can become more clear with what we actually do want. If you're on the quest for the partner of your dreams but keep on getting disappointed by the people you meet, then maybe Bustamite would be a really good crystal for you to work with. Bustamite helps to shatter those fantastical or idealistic kind of views that we may have of love. If you start to run at the first sign of a problem or an issue, or you're not getting perfectly along, then working with Bustamite can help you to have a more realistic point of view, realizing that when you're in a relationship, there are good times and bad times, and learning to accept both of these. However, if you suspect that the relationship that you are in isn't the right one, then what it's best to do is sit with your Bustamite, hold it to your heart and ask it, Is this relationship that I'm currently in for serving the greatest good of both of us? Is the relationship that I'm currently in serving the greatest good of both of us? And just allow yourself to ponder that question. Now, you may not get that answer straight away, but keep working with your Bustamite, keep carrying it, and as you do so, little signs will come up which may start to indicate that you're not in the relationship that you should be, and that maybe the best thing would be to end that relationship and let both you and the other person go find that true partner of your dreams. Are you someone who's a stickler for doing things the right way or a certain way? If so, then Bustamite may be a really good crystal for you to start working with. It helps to break down really stagnant beliefs, things that limit us by not opening up to other possibilities. If working harmoniously with other people means that you need to compromise and to look at other people's points of views and try them on for size in the name of group harmony and for maybe all moving together in the same direction, then Bustamite could be a really good one for you to work with. It allows you to ground yourself and realistically consider other points of view and other options and see that whether shifting what you've done in the past may be a really good solution. As you start to do that, you'll actually find, by considering different alternatives and different ways of doing things, new possibilities, new opportunities will arise in your life. So if you keep on getting told that stop being a stickler or stop trying to do things a certain way or you always have to be right, then that's a hint that maybe Bustamite could be a really good crystal for you to work with. Once we've busted all those blockages and barriers that are holding us back, then Bustamite really excels in taking us to the next level. It helps us to realize the sacredness of life. It really helps us to acknowledge that each individual on this planet has something to contribute, and the diversity of that makes this world such a magical place. It also really helps us to connect deeply to Mother Earth and to find the nurturing gifts that she gives us and to really feel that as a source of strength, empowerment and inspiration. Now, one of the beautiful things that you can use Bustamite for is whenever there is some kind of sacred ceremony, placing Bustamite around will really help people to connect with that sacredness, whether it be something to do with the earth or whether it to be with people connecting. It's great for christenings and hand fastings and weddings and so on. It really helps people to connect with their emotions, to open up, express how they feel, and to celebrate this love and this union that we all have that brings us together in our diversity. Now, talking about bringing diverse things together, Bustamite is often found growing with other crystals. One of my favourite combinations is when Bustamite grows with Sugilite. Hopefully you can see that there, that's the purple and the orange. You can see the two colours dancing together now. Now, obviously Bustamite helps connect us with that sacredness of the earth, and Sugilite connects us with the love of the universe and the universal love that we have, and that the universe is always supporting us. So as below and as above, it brings those two together and really helps us celebrate the magic that's all around us. Talking about celebrating the magic around us, there's another crystal. It's deep blue. It's called Rictorite. This stone probably looks almost black in this light, but it's a deep, deep blue, and you can see there's some Bustamite sitting on the end there. Now, that also will grow. Sometimes Rictorite, blue Rictorite, Sugilite and Bustamite all grow together, and you get these kind of beautiful cacophony of different colours in there. And the beautiful thing is, Rictorite really helps to open us up to the magic of life. It's associated with the planet Jupiter, and the Jupiter is about expansion. And so expanding our view, expanding what's available. So working with all these three together, or when they grow together in a little piece that you get, you can even see my pendant here, I've got Sugilite and Bustamite there. You're going to get magical solutions and really in-depth understanding of the sacredness of life beyond just the mundane and everyday. So working with Bustamite, Sugilite and blue Rictorite will burst all these paradigms that kind of keep us limited in these lives of pain and suffering and hardship, allow us to see the magic that's out there, the diversity that's out there, and to celebrate diversity, and to really bring all these opportunities into our lives and savor the total luxury and fruitfulness that's around us all of the time, that these crystals make more evident to us as we work with them more and more. So where I was filming before, I think it may be a little bit too dark and you may have missed what those crystals were. So here you go, here's the pure Bustamite. You can see here the purple Sugilite with a bit of orange Bustamite here. You've got this really deep blue, it almost still looks black in this sunlight. That's the Rictorite again, with a bit of Bustamite there. You're going to have to look around to find your Bustamite, but once you've got it, it's a special crystal to definitely enjoy and relish and celebrate. Of course, you may not find it sold as Bustamite. Maybe you'll find a little bit of orange hiding in a bit of Sugilite, and that's your Bustamite right there. Now before you do any major work with it, it's a great idea to cleanse it. And I find that Bustamite resonates with both the elements of earth and water. And so putting it out in like some moist soil or on the earth when it's raining are some great ways to cleanse this crystal and bring it back to its natural balance. Now I also like to bring in other harmonious energies to work with it, and I call upon different animal guides. And the one I call upon when I'm working with Bustamite is an animal code called a cotamundi. Have a look at it, sometimes just called a Koti or a Mundi sometimes. There's got a few different nicknames, but it's spelled C-O-A-T-M-U-N-D-I. Now this is a foraging animal found in, I think it's South America. I've gone blank for a second, but they're so cute animals. They've got these little tails that come up. Anyway, foraging, and they guide us to find different solutions in unexpected places, and that's definitely what Bustamite helps us to do as well. Now I love working with plants, and the plant I work with is mainly an essential oil, pink peppercorn. Now this is an essential oil of the heart, but if you think about pepper helps to break down barriers and protect the heart at the same time. So it allows us to break down and shatter and be honest about our feelings, honest about our heart. If you're doing anything to do with finding love, and Bustamite is great for making sure we find something authentically to do with our heart, then pink peppercorn can be really good to work with. So whenever you're working with it, diffuse pink peppercorn, put a couple of drops in your hands, rub it together, breathe it in, and have amazing effects that way. Go into meditation, see your cotamundi come and talk to you as well, and who knows what you'll find. Maybe you'll find a new partner in a totally unexpected place where you wouldn't think they'd be, and they're a totally unexpected type of person, someone you wouldn't go for as well. Now, because Bustamite tends to bring unexpected things to us, you know, the unexpected planet is Uranus, and so it resonates with Uranus. Uranus doesn't rule the day. Because it's very much to do with love, you could also say it's a little bit to do with Venus, which rules Friday. So Friday is the best day to work with your Bustamite. Now, have you worked with Bustamite? I'd love to hear about your experiences with it, as would the rest of our crystal loving community. So please leave a comment in the section below if you have and what you've experienced. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm Adam Barralet. Blessed be.